Welcome back to Quilting Mathematics. Today we're going to look at a quilt called Tiled Torus with changing tiles. Many times people are wondering, where do artists get their inspiration from? And this particular idea came from John Sharp in the United Kingdom, Craig S. Kaplan, who's in Canada, M.C. Escher from the Netherlands, Douglas Hofstadter at Indiana University, and William Huff of New York. Basically, when we look at tiles that change, and each of these tiles changes a little bit each time as we're going across the quilt, and also as we're going down the quilt, the tiles change just a small amount. Mathematicians call this parquet deformation. When I first began to design this quilt, I thought, well, maybe I'll make this a proper four-color map. And basically, mathematicians know that any map, no matter what the shape, size, or on a flat surface, can be colored in four colors. Well, I tried making this design in four colors, and it looked very terrible. There was no aesthetic appeal to it at all. So my second idea was, as the tiles were changing each time a little bit, was to take the colors that had the same hue. So maybe the yellow ones have the same hue here and the black ones have the same hue. And then just change the value a little bit. So as the colors are very, very intense down here, they become lighter and then back intense. And that seemed to do the trick. So basically, how is this a torus? Well, if we would take the top side and bottom side of the quilt, and if we would fold it together, we would have a cylinder. So folding it around, we have a cylinder. So already we're into a higher dimension. Then if we would take the end points of the cylinder, here and here, and wrap them together, we would have what's called a torus. So here's wrapping the cylinder ends together. Mathematicians study the torus in topology and other areas. That's very, very fascinating, and it was completely by accident that this design turned out to be a torus. So a pleasant surprise for Elaine. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Tiled Torus with changing tiles here, and the morphing techniques that I did use in the quilt.